In this video, I'll walk through tips for organizing your student data within your spreadsheets. Remember, you will receive three different templates, one for each form generator, in your email with your zipped files. You can leave these as three separate templates. If you have a large number of students in active English learner or former English learner status, this might be the best idea. However, if you have smaller amounts of students, you might consider adding all the template forms to one spreadsheet, which I will show you how to do at the end of this video. Let's get started. For today, I will be using this sample spreadsheet that already has student data entered into it. This is the LPAC generator data for students who have taken the LPA 21 screener or summative test. The first things you'll notice is that right now this document has a tab called ELPA and a master template. The master template cells are protected. You'll notice the little lock right here on the tab. This is so if you accidentally delete something on your original, change a header, or start running into problems, you can always come to the master template, right mouse click, and choose duplicate. You will then be able to start over with a clean spreadsheet with all the data fields the way that you need them. You can always delete any tabs that you do not need. You can also hide them if you think you might want to access them later. When I come back to my ELPA tab, you'll notice that there are plenty of cells already pre-filled and pre-started for you. However, if you are going to keep all of your students in one spreadsheet and need more than 70, it is simple to keep adding more. I'm going to highlight across the bottom row until I get to the end of that data table. I then have a blue dot in the bottom corner that I can drag down, and it will continue extending those fields as far as I need them. When I let go and scroll back over, I have them already auto-populated for me. However, you may find that you don't want to import 70 or 100 students into the form creator at once. There is no problem with doing this, but just remember however many students are typed here in the student name section is the data that is going to be pulled. So if you do not want to go through more than 20, 30 students at a time, you might consider breaking up your data. Again, that is very easy to do. We're going to go ahead and give myself a clean spreadsheet so you can see what this would look like from the beginning. Now that I have this copy, I can also drag this tab wherever I want it. Let's assume that I have 6 different campuses in my building, my district. I might rename this with the name of my first campus. Before I start typing any student data on it, I can then right mouse click and click duplicate again and go ahead and set up another tab for all the campuses in my district. I can continue doing that until I have a tab for each campus. However, if I'm in a smaller district, I might not need to have a tab per campus. I might consider having a tab per grade, in which case I might rename this kindergarten or kinder. I could rename this first grade, etc. If it's possible that my school is even smaller, but I still want to divide my data, I might even rename this as K6, and I could rename this as 712. Again, you have lots of options for setting up your spreadsheet to make it manageable for you. Again, this is how the documents will be fed to the generator and how they will print. So if you want to be able to access them in an easy form, once you save them as a PDF, you might chunk them into the sections that make sense, whether that is campus, grade, or even some other configuration. Now, let's assume that possibly you are even a smaller district, and instead of having all your different forms on different spreadsheets, having a spreadsheet for the LPAC generator, a spreadsheet for the alternate LPAC generator, and a spreadsheet for monitoring, you want to put them all onto the same one. Again, when I right mouse click on this tab, There's that option called duplicate. I can select that. Oop, cut here. Start new. Start new. If I want to send this spreadsheet to a spreadsheet where I will house my ELPA, my Alt ELPA, and my monitoring in one combined location, I can right mouse click and choose the option Copy To. I can copy this to a new spreadsheet and then go to the alternate one and then send it to an existing spreadsheet and then go and open the monitoring document and also send it to an existing spreadsheet. And thereby I can put this that I am seeing all into one location. Again, that is just one option for ways to organize your data and some options for considering what makes it easiest for you. Again, thank you for choosing LPAC EasyDocs. We hope that this helps you simplify your ELL documentation process.